Leo,
Trae,
we're back.
one more time
Another one.
with a new guest.
In the house, we got America's sweetheart, John Evans.
What's up, everybody?
I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is the last attractive guest we have on the show, dog. 'Cause I got
we can't keep bringing hot dudes.
we gotta start bringing average looking dudes on the
I was
show.
kind of wondering why y'all called me in here. That was a little weird.
Like, damn.
John Evans, manager, Dogwood West 6, local heartthrob. John, tell the people, what you doing, how you been these days.
About yourself, man.
Y'all give me too much credit, guys. Y'all give me too much credit. I'm great, man. Just been getting back to work. Texas is opening up. Just moved back into stage 3, so coronavirus cases are going down. Business is going up. It's been good. Hanging.
There you go.
Hang with a girlfriend. I got a couple of dogs. Hang with them.
There you go.
You got the best dogs.
Try to bounce
What
it
kind
all.
of dogs you got?
They're pretty cute, man. I got a German Shepherd Lab mix and
Get
an
outta
Australian
here.
Shepherd Pyrenees mix. But if anyone who I'm trying to get on a lease with asks, they're both just mixed breeds.
That's good.
And they
That's
both weigh
right.
20 pounds
20 pounds.
ish. Around it's like 70 and 90, but
Zuni's back
We li-
half might weigh 20 pounds.
it's like one leg weighs 20 pounds.
Yeah.
No,
So-
like more than a thick old dog, man. That's the
Oh,
best.
they're the sweetest. They're so fluffy too. So much dog hair. You just learn to love it.
The white one hates other dogs, don't it?
She doesn't always do. She's warmed up to them actually recently, but yeah, sometimes she does try to kill other people's dogs. It's mostly if they just come up to her too much. She's kind of chill,
Yeah.
and every time we've been out to the dog park recently, she'll lay there and like let other dogs come up and sniff her. And sometimes she'll play, but when she gets tired, she just wants to lay down and be left alone. There's this little dog named Houdini at our dog park, and he always likes to run around and try to hump all the other dogs. And Nami, the German Shepherd mix, she kind of allows it for a little bit. She's like, whatever, this dog's tiny, so she didn't really notice it. And then after a while, she gets annoyed and snaps on him. And so he turned around and like took 2 steps towards Zulu, and she just gave him a death glare and snarled like it wasn't
It's
even
not-
happening.
not-
Not even for a second.
Don't even think about
She's
it.
not playing around with that. But they're both great with humans and sweet,
I like it when
good guard dogs.
I like it when pets have like offensive names. Can you imagine if we met like a little ferret named Mussolini? Oh my god!
Now I kind of want to get one.
You're like, well, dude, I'm gonna get. So check this out, John.
This is so stupid.
Last year, I was a bad friend. I didn't get Trae anything for his birthday.
Oh, I do that all the time.
So a couple nights ago, I had like a great idea of like, why if I just go all out for Trae's birthday next year? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him a puppy.
Oh,
I'm gonna give him a nice, cute little puppy that I know he won't get rid of. And then I had this idea. I was like, what if I just keep getting Trae like all these inconsiderate gifts that like I know is gonna take
it's an
responsibility
animal
and
every
time.
time. It's different animals.
Inconvenient ass gifts.
Bunch of plants.
Don't get me a dog, Leo.
Like get you like a used car and be like, oh, and here by the way, here's the lease contract. Take it over, handle it over. I know you got it.
Don't give me anything that I have to keep alive. How about that?
I'm gonna get you a little Chihuahua, dude. Actually, it's not even gonna be a little Chihuahua. It's like one of the bigger Chihuahuas that you know are mixed in with a bunch of different stuff. They're kind of awkward to carry
tell 'em
because
it's
they
a
got long
purebred.
legs.
Yeah,
Tell them
yeah.
it's a purebred.
I swear.
They're gonna be like, what?
Or you hear those stories about people that buy pigs and they like, no, it's like a miniature pig, and that's what they get sold on, and and then they have a full-grown pig in like 3 years.
300-pound pig.
Yeah.
They say like, no, this pig's 3 years old. Oh, that's how it's gonna
It's
stay.
a miniature
Yeah.
pig.
No.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as
Supposedly,
miniature
yeah,
pigs.
it's just a myth. Like miniature
There's
pigs.
no such
It's
thing.
not. It's just how
Really?
much you feed them. They grow to like how much
Yeah.
you feed
Wow.
them. So they give them to you, and they're like, "Here's a really restrictive diet. You got to keep them on." But of course, everyone's like, "Oh my god, the pig's so cute. I just want to feed it treats all the time." And then all of a sudden, they have this huge potbelly pig that's like 300 pounds and making a burrow under their bed, trying to fight them. It's like, this is my house now.
Imagine, man, you just get this little pig. You're like, oh, it's so cute. Here, give it all the leftover. It's not
And
gonna
they
get.
are.
It's not gonna get any big, mom.
Little piglets
and then
are so cute. And then you
Oh,
just have
for
a,
sure.
then
They're
you just have a
smart, too.
300-pound boar.
dragging in mud and
Oh, it just
stinking
wouldn't
up the
work
whole
out.
living room.
No, I can't even imagine having 2 dogs. If I had a pig that was that big, like that would be a nightmare. What do you do with it? Oh,
What do you
man.
feed? I guess you could feed them anything, right?
It-
Don't they have like insane
I
stomachs?
think it feeds you at that point. Like it decides what you eat. You just let it have access to the fridge, and whatever's left over, you're like, okay, that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I usually eat anything, man.
Exactly. Oh man.
I don't think I could ever have a pig as a pet.
No way.
Like especially like living like especially like if I was like living with my Mexican family, that would just be eaten by like Thanksgiving, man. It's like that. This one. Okay, check this out. Did I ever tell you that time where I like came home from school and there was like a dead deer carcass in a wheelbarrow over a trash can? So check this out. My grandpa is a trip, man. Like this is the type of guy that like he still thinks like parts of America are Mexico, so he'll pull over like the side of the freeway and like cut off a cactus and make like nopales. Like it's a Mexican dish. So he'll cut off like cactus leaves, put them on the back of the truck, take the splinters off, and make like tacos out of them. And this one time he pulls over on the side. I'm like, Grandpa, like I know I'm like 6, but I feel like what you're doing right now is super illegal, and you could get in trouble for it. But like he has this like old traditional way, so he's like, "Oh yeah, cállate, mijo, no sabes nada." And I'm like, "All right, like, do you, man? Like I know the food's gonna be bomb, just don't get caught." But one time, I was coming home from school. I was walking home from school, and there was a wheelbarrow like in our driveway, and I was like, "That's new. I'm gonna go explore and see what it is." And I lift open the trash bag, and it's this deer just staring at me, all dead, covered in blood in the wheelbarrow. And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I'm like, Mom, this is a dead deer in the freaking driveway. What's like, who did this? Like, I thought it was witchcraft. Like, ¿qué está haciendo esta brujería? What's happening? Demonio. And then she's like, "Oh, dude, like, quit being a little bitch. Like, that's gonna be like dinner for your cousin Stephanie's birthday on Sunday." I'm like, "What? I was not expecting this. How do y'all expect me to do homework once I went through this traumatic experience?"
Yeah, right.
But let me tell you, dude, that deer meat was bomb.
Oh,
hell yeah,
medicine's good.
Yeah, I think we made some
I'll be your
beady
pet
out of
pig.
it. Yeah,
I'll be your pet pig.
for real, man.
Sunday night dinner.
I don't know if I could get close to an animal and raise it and then eat it, you know?
Yeah. I feel you have to be like a little bit weird to be able to like
There's
make
people that do that, like
transition.
raise their own turkeys and then
Give
eat
it
it
a
for
name.
Thanksgiving.
Name it Kyle. Watch it grow up.
Yeah.
Well, if you named it Kyle, it wouldn't be as hard to eat it.
Yeah. You give it.
Thanksgiving
I
dinner.
can kill a Kyle.
I can kill a Kyle.
Couldn't kill a Rufus or like
Ooh, a Rufus.
Rufus the turkey. Sitting there at Thanksgiving, just like looking to the plate, like this is Rufus. Like, oh my god. Get a little bit choked up. You eat anyways. I think it's like desperate times.
I'll eat it if we're there already.
You hatched, big
I'm
dog.
gonna eat it. It's Thanksgiving, but
That's life.
It's nourishing you.
That's life.
Oh man.
I hope we offend PETA with this one, man. I don't fuck with PETA.
screw PETA.
I'll buy a fur coat right now. I'm sorry.
I think they get offended over everything, so it's okay.
They see me hop in my 2012 Chevy Malibu. There's something on there that pisses them off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, PETA gets mad over like when they use like live animals as mascots, for like sports teams and shit. Like PETA gets really mad and like they have to fight lawsuits all the time against PETA.
What are they gonna do? Like just hop in like from like a chopper up above during a live game and rescue the animal?
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny to see try to happen.
They're all in, like armored gear, just flying down.
Yeah.
It's like halftime. Everyone's all drunk. The players are all confused.
I feel like a mascot has got to get pretty well taken care of if
They
it's actually
do.
a live
They probably
animal,
do,
though,
They
right?
do.
man.
They get
The team
hooked
has so
up.
much money.
They
There's
probably have
no
better
way.
lives than we do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Baylor, the Bears live on campus. They have 2 bear mascots.
They just roam
And they
around.
live on campus in
Just
what is
chilling.
classified as a zoo. Like they take good care of them, and it's just them 2.
God forbid those bears ever break out.
Yeah, that'd be,
They're
pretty hectic.
They're like in the middle of campus. I've seen it.
Wow.
Just bears out on campus. Like, the mascot killed a bunch of people today.
There's like a
It's
dude,
really
there's like a
awkward.
dude in blue jeans with his shoes off, strumming his acoustic guitar, and a bear just comes out of nowhere.
Oh, man. That'd be wild. Bears, I feel like bears are underestimated with how much damage they can do.
Oh, dude, a bear
They're
would
so big.
Yeah,
rip
Oh,
all 3
fuck
of us
yeah.
to shreds,
So
man.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
They're
wild.
almost as crazy as a silverback gorilla. Like,
I don't know, man. I think if I would
Take
ever
it
come
easy.
face to face
take it
with a
easy.
silverback gorilla, I would shit myself.
But who would win in a fight though? A silverback gorilla
Ooh.
or a grizzly bear?
You gotta weigh in on this, Leo. It's kind of been a debate between Trae and I.
This
I
has
don't
been an
know,
ongoing
man.
one.
I feel like the bear would be stronger and
But-
have,
I agree.
and have a bigger, have a higher biting force. But I feel like a gorilla is just so much more mobile and could get in positions that the bear will struggle in
And has elbows.
and has elbows
And
and
Bears
Fingers.
also have elbows, by the way. I don't know if you knew their arms could bend.
The
But
bear,
I never knew that.
Not,
I
not
thought it was more
like-
like
not like
dog shaped legs
humans.
where they bend differently and only in one direction. But and And yeah, like the gorillas have like more stronger shoulders, dude. And they could rotate, and I don't know. That's a tough one because if I feel like if the bear makes a move first and makes a direct hit, then it's over. But if a gorilla could manage to like maybe come at the bear from like an angle from the back,
That's what I'm saying. If
then
the
it's a
gorilla
different
gets
ball
behind
game.
the bear, I think that could be game over. You can throw a chokehold on and start biting the back of his neck and stuff.
It would be a tough fight.
And I also feel like a gorilla could like reach his fist backwards to make more like of a stronger hit, as a bear can't really reach backwards.
Do bears have like backwards shoulder rotation? Because I feel they're pretty dexterous. Like they climb and do all sorts of stuff. I saw a video the other day of a bear do this wild leap off of someone's like third-story patio onto a tree. It was a pretty small bear. He just this like crazy jump. It's probably like 20 feet. And just like grabbed onto the tree and just climbed it down like it was nothing. He was walking on this tiny little railing. I'm surprised the railing didn't break. That would have been kind of funny. Suck for that bear.
Animals are a trip.
You
man.
seen those videos of the bears running side by side with cars?
Yeah.
Like dudes are like filming it and then they're like looking down at their speedometer. They're going like 35, 40, and they like just go to the bear. And it's like right next to the car
Fuck
running.
that, man.
People underestimate nature, dude.
That's yeah.
It's
They do.
wild. When I went to the zoo, the Austin Zoo. It was a cool zoo. It wasn't like super exciting, but they had some cool stuff. It was very hot when we went. I took my girlfriend's kids over there to check out all the animals, and it is crazy how big some of the animals actually are. Like the mountain lions,
Yeah.
you'd be so fucked if a mountain lion wanted to kill you.
I don't know what animal I could take on.
Yeah,
That's like, especially my size.
they're huge. Even bobcats. Like if a bobcat tried to come at you, like it might kill you. It's gonna fuck you up for sure.
It's got claws. It's got teeth. It's got strength.
And it'll just lock into your neck. You're done.
I'll just get my thumbs in its eyes, man, and it's game over.
What really surprised me was ostriches.
Ostriches are
didn't realize
huge.
how big
Ostrich
ostriches
will
are.
fuck you up.
There was an
dude.
ostrich farm in Ramona where we grew up.
And
So
ostrich,
like, we saw them a lot.
ostrich
They're
could do
huge.
damage.
Enormous.
Yeah.
I was like, is this real life? Like, that thing is massive.
Yeah.
Dude, ostriches ruin your day, man.
Or like deer. Like even though they're more like
Deer are
real
big.
skittish and like scared, like
They'll
they
fuck
can,
you up,
they
too.
can, yeah, they
Yeah.
throw
Picture
those hooves at you.
man, yeah.
You imagine taking one just right to the jugular. It's game over.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
game over.
A buck comes
Even
up
if
and
it just
just
kicks you in the head, it's gonna knock you out.
Yeah,
and
you're
stomp
not-
you with his little pointed hooves.
You're not
just
the
like,
you're not the same
you a
after
pin
that.
cushion. No, destroy you. There's these peacocks that just like walked around. Kind of, they're like one of the attractions where they just like roamed around the zoo free. They're like hopping in all the cages and something. Like the wolf enclosure was kind of open. I was like, man, I hope the peacock doesn't jump in there. But this one peacock was like following us around the whole time, and at the end of it, there's a little train that I don't actually know why they have a train. It went by animals for like maybe 2 of the 15 minutes, and we just went through the woods and looked at old Halloween decorations that were like way out of date. It's kind of a confusing train ride. I was like, what is the point of this attraction? But they sell Dippin' Dots by the train, so we got some Dippin' Dots, and the peacocks were following us around because they wanted the Dippin' Dots. I didn't
Damn.
realize at first, but it came up. This peacock was fiending for the Dippin' Dots.
That's
It's hilarious.
That's their ecosystem, man. That's all those peacock know.
It was
that
crazy.
area.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was
like, dude,
sad.
there's gonna be people dropping treats around here. Like, let's
Yeah.
just stick around because, like, for some reason, we always end up with treats in this little area.
It came up
crazy.
on the
Damn.
table and was eating them off the spoon while my girlfriend's daughter was trying to like put it in her mouth and like pecking the spoon, eating the Dippin' Dots before she could. It was crazy.
Just punch the peacock in the face.
Yeah, they're asking me like, "Is
Right
this
in the beak.
okay?" And I was like, "I mean, I don't know anything about peacocks.
I
Like, I have no idea. Like,
Just give it
I don't
to
want
it.
to tell these kids like, oh yeah, like these peacocks are gonna mess you up." But and then I was like, maybe they won't.
You should have given one an
Gotta just be ready to
Alka-Seltzer.
break a peacock's neck.
Yeah.
Give it Alka-Seltzer.
John was on full dad mode at the moment. He's like,
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
look.
what could happen.
stay away from my kids, but most
don't
importantly,
wanna
stay
make
away
them-
from my Dippin' Dots. Yeah.
Peacock's just attacking. Pass me the Dippin' Dots.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got dots.
It's just a gang of peacocks in leather
They're
jackets.
like, reach your hand out. They reach your hand out. You just grab the Dippin' Dots. Thank you.
I'll tell your story. No, I had no idea. I didn't know if peacocks are like super aggressive or if they get mad about like not getting food or something. But I didn't want to make them scared of peacocks for no reason and have this like trauma of peacocks and never want to go to
They
the
grow
zoo.
up, dude.
Yeah, and so I was
Oh,
like,
man, there's peacocks there.
I'm gonna let them get kind of close, but just be ready to take down a peacock if I have to. I'm sure the zoo would not appreciate it.
There was like a miniature zoo next to where I lived in San Marcos. It's called Wonder World. and they had like
I've been to
emus.
Wonder World, yeah.
Yeah, they had like emus, peacocks, other small animals. I don't know, not a zoo, like just little nature kind of thing. Anyway, the peacock would get out every morning. Just about every single morning, it would get out of the because they can jump. I don't know, they can't fly. Can they fly?
I think they can fly too. I don't know
Yeah.
if they can
Can
fly
they
long
fly,
distance.
or
I think
can
they
they
can
just,
like
like,
glide.
They just like flap and
Yeah.
hover.
I know they can jump pretty because they can flap. They can like Mario double jump because they have
Alright.
the wings. Yeah, so they can hop pretty high. So I know he would get out every morning. So every single morning when I'm going to class, I like get out of my driveway and start driving. I just like look for the peacock because he's somewhere either in the middle of the road or like off to the side. And every single morning he was out. Only one time I saw him with his shit out with his tail
Oh
all
yeah,
flared out, and I was
pretty
like,
cool.
damn, I had to take a couple pictures.
yeah, that's
but,
pretty badass.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, and they're super loud. They're really loud.
Wonder World. Oh my god, they're so loud.
It's like
It cawed while I was on the table right in front of us. Nearly blew my eardrums out.
and I hear it in the middle of the night because I literally 3 houses down from Wonder World, and so you'd
Oh.
hear it like in the middle of the night, and I'm just like, what is that? It took me like a year to figure out what
I
it
would be
was.
super over those peacocks. When I went to high school, there was a farm behind my high school, and it had peacocks, and we'd always hear them while we were like running for track.
Yeah.
Figured
You
it out.
went to Bowie?
To Bowie,
Yeah,
on Slaughter. It's like
Midland
So-
Slaughter.
little farm back behind it.
Yeah.
Got their 4-H club and all, and some peacocks. Wonder World is the one that has that like a lot of attractions. There's like one room where like you stand sideways and it looks like water's running uphill, and like is that the same
Is
spot?
there?
I don't know.
It's called Wonder World Cave. That's like
Wonder World
the.
Cave.
And, and like, it's like you said, it like wasn't like a zoo. It's like a.
It's like a. You ride this little train, and there's like animals around, and I really don't know. I had a friend that worked there. I don't know what they actually did. They give like tours. It's like nature-y kind of thing. Yeah, but there's animals.
I remember going on a
Interesting.
field trip somewhere like that whenever I was in elementary school, and there's like all these crazy optical illusion rooms where like you stand and it looks like the walls are moving, or there's one where like you
Yes.
stand at an angle, and once your body kind of like your equilibrium gets set, like you reset yourself and find your balance, everything looks like it's normal, but like it makes stuff look like water's running uphill and like all sorts of like crazy optical illusions.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Have you seen those ones where it's like a straight pathway, but like the walls around you, it's either like a video or it looks like it's turning. Like the wall, it's like a rotating room.
Yeah,
So
and you're
the
trying
room's
to catch your
moving,
balance the
but
whole
the
time.
bridge, like where you're walking, is not moving, but you can't walk straight because everything's turning. So you think you're falling, and you're like, oh god, and like you see a video of yourself walking
Like, damn, I
at
look
the
like
end,
a
and you're just like,
fool.
you just can't walk straight. Yeah, it really. But if you like just close your eyes, you're fine. Like the walkway's not moving at all.
Mhm.
I went on a haunted house like that one time, and it took me forever to get out of that room because there was also like haunted stuff going on the whole time, and I was pretty young, and it was so scary, and I felt like I just like couldn't walk because the ground was moving, and it was like all these guys coming out with chainsaws and like witches, and it was
See, man, like,
horrible.
Dude, so I'm really bad at horror stuff.
I'm so bad at it. Dude.
I
Like,
can't
I
do
like
it,
I
dude.
like scary stuff, but I don't like getting scared. So when people jump
Yeah.
out at me, my initial reaction is like, oh shit, I'm getting attacked.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to like accidentally like swing and like punch a little girl like in a doll costume in the face because like how would that make me look?
Dude, we went.
It's gotta happen.
Like
Holy
I went to
shit.
like a haunted house when I was like probably like 7th or 8th grade, and it like freaked me out. Like I had to like walk out. Like I couldn't do it. It was
Mhm.
it was really scary. Like total bitch out. Like
it happens, man.
and then there was like a party bus with all my friends sophomore year in high school, and they were all going. There was 2 haunted houses down in San Diego.
Mhm.
It was like haunted trails.
There's
and
haunted
then
trails, the haunted hotel,
haunted
and
hotel.
Scream Zone.
Yeah, so we
And
went
that
to,
was the one in Del Mar. Scream Zone was the one in Del
Yes.
Mar,
yes,
which had like 3 or 4. It had like 3 or 4 different attractions and like a haunted hayride.
yeah. We went to. Yeah. So we didn't go to Scream Zone. We went to the hotel in
Okay.
downtown.
The hotel
and
one was
then-
pretty scary.
And then haunted trails. That one's gnarly. We went to both of them on like a party bus with all my friends, and I was like, "Damn, like I can't bitch out in front of my friends. Like I
Yeah,
just
dog.
gotta suck it up, dude. Like I have to like
It's like, it can be
Well,
like
like,
traumatizing.
I had to like hype myself up for
Like,
this
got
because I,
this
I
shit.
just didn't want to
You're
look
in the
bad.
party bus bathroom. You're like, I got you. You got
Throwing
this
water
shit.
on your
'Cause
face.
I couldn't like I literally 2 or 3 years before I had cried at a haunted house. Like, and
That's
that's
called
all
growth,
I was
baby.
like,
You
dude,
grew as a man
like,
that
my
night.
friends, There's chicks. Like I cannot.
Gotta show up for
I
the chicks.
cannot bitch
I'm
out.
definitely
Dude,
if I bitch out, I am
I
never
handled that
fucking in this
shit.
school.
I handled that shit better than any of those other kids out there.
That's
And
my
I was
bad.
in my head, I was shitting my pants. But I handled that. So
Hey,
if you
people
were
only
with
see
me
what's
on
on
that
the outside,
sophomore year
man.
trip, just know I was so scared.
Trae was in a battle.
He was
Y'all had
right there
no
with
idea
y'all. He
about it.
just didn't let it show.
It
People
was-
only see what's on the outside.
That's what a man
Yeah.
does.
Like I said, there's some things you can't help, like jumping, like jump scares.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like just the creepy thing coming at you, you can be like, okay, he can't touch me. It's not real. It's just a dude that's not getting paid enough to do this.
I wonder
Like,
how hard they like screen people, like if they how many background checks or like what the process of hiring
I think
people
about
for
that
those
every
jobs.
time, dude. Because
'Cause
it's
what
like,
if they
what
did?
if they hire like a complete
Yeah.
weirdo or just like a complete dude that's crazy and
And
some
he
shit
actually
happens?
does just like slice into somebody with a
Actually
chainsaw, like
comes
that's
with
his
a chainsaw,
fantasy.
just It's like he did it. Game over for you, dude. But he got what he wanted.
yeah.
Oh man, kind of makes me rethink haunted houses. Imagine going through a haunted house on shrooms.
Oh my god.
No.
I wouldn't be able to
No,
do
I
it. Wouldn't
couldn't.
be able to do
I
it.
That'd be the
not.
most terrifying thing.
No.
I would,
You'd
I
be
would
a different
cry.
person.
I would
for
come-
sure.
I
I
would
would
on
come
the other
back
side.
crying.
Yeah. There would be there'd be some not cool things.
I would
happening.
just like stare at the dude in the costume and be like, why are you
I'd be stuck in
staring
there
at
for a while.
Why
Like
do you like this?
I'd have to sit down.
Yeah.
What do you gain from scaring people?
yeah. Let's talk about you real quick, man.
Why do you like it when I feel like this? The dude
Is
opens
this
up.
what you want?
Yeah.
We cover a lot of ground. It was more therapeutic for him.
yeah. Dude just takes his mask off. Man, I'm miserable.
He's like, I never thought about that, man.
I had to take this job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since I was growing up, they just said, "Hey, you'd be real good at scary houses," and I just settled for it. I'm like, I think you're more, man. But I'm tripping the fuck out right now. So just please stop scaring me.
He's like, don't worry, I'll protect you.
Fake. And
He
he's-
leads you through the rest of the way, fighting off the other scary people.
Do you imagine? He's like, Papa. He's like throwing blood. He is
Getting
my
revenge on all his coworkers who suck.
yeah.
He is my salvation.
Oh man.
That'd be wild.
Oh, that would be a fun haunted house. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. Like, I'll do it if I go with a group of people, but I'm not going to do it if I'm, like, on a solo date with a chick because it's, like, my true colors will show, and I can't have that on the first date.
I think that'd be a horrible idea for a first
Oh,
date, just
for
in general.
real.
Even if like
Even if
it was, yeah. If I was like trying to take a chick on a first date and I was like, "You want to go to a haunted house?" I like
Like,
19 out of 20 would be like, "What the fuck?
what do you
No."
say? Like, hey, remember
What
that
is
one
wrong
time
with
we got
this dude?
scared together? You didn't
And
feel
the ones that are
anything?
like way too down for it,
Oh,
I'm just
those
like,
are red
ugh.
flags. That's a red flag, man.
I mean, maybe it'd be a really great experience. Like, I don't want to bash on haunted houses, but I feel like the potential for it to go wrong is way greater than
Yeah,
the potential
man,
for that to
'cause-
be a good first date.
Because I'm going to get scared, and if I don't, it's like, oh, who the fuck are you, Dom? This
Yeah.
your tough guy. You didn't jump once.
yeah.
I guess
She
you do
gets-
kind of get to
she
know
gets
someone
mad
in a
about your
haunted house.
masculinity.
Yeah, she's like, what are you hiding? What
She's
are
like-
you trying to prove?
She's like, how damaged were you as a kid that shit didn't scare you at all?
There's no winning. Yeah, if you do get scared, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
get scared, she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
So if y'all take anything out of here, man, is haunted houses may not be a good first date move.
No.
Not the
Or a
first date.
second date.
Have you been to the House of Torment in
Yeah.
Austin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a few
How's it?
times.
I've had a
Man.
couple people that have invited me. And
That was
I'm
pretty
like,
good,
I'm
man.
like, I'm all like I said, I'm not good at turning down plans. I never say no, but I'm like, yeah, man, just let me know. And the few times I have been invited, they never let me know. So I'm like, yes.
Dude, one time I went to House of Torment a long time ago, and this was when I used to smoke a ton of weed, and we got ridiculously stoned before the House of Torment. There's like a decently long line, and they set up all those steel kind of railing partitions in the line, so you're walking along. And the entire line, I tripped on almost every single one. I was so high. Like, I was just falling the whole way to the haunted house. And finally get in, I was just so baked. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
I was like, and in hindsight, actually, yeah, if I was on any other substance than that in there, it would have been way too weird. It was a fun experience after all of it, but while I was in there, I was like, I am just way too high for this.
yeah.
Hmm.
I said sober that it's not cool for me.
No.
like,
Can't-
I guess the only thing, I guess if I was just wasted, it could be an asshole. like,
I hate doing activities sober, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at work all the time, and I'm at work sober. Let's see what I'm going to do is waste my time doing a sober activity.
No,
or-
you got me fucked up if you think I'm doing anything publicly on shrooms though. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
Like
If you
people
just
that
a
do-
little bit,
Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, if you just do like a microdose,
people that do them and go to concerts, I'm like, I'd freak out. Like you're
no, that'd be
so
fun.
like what concerts used to be.
They
I guess I could go to a
they
concert
all,
now.
They all
It'd be-
know. They all know I'm tripping.
I think it'd be okay if it was a good concert.
Yeah,
Maybe if not, it was like super like intense like metal music. But if it was like ACL or like some like more chill,
I have like a
Yeah,
patch
like-
of grass I can lay down on. I can
Yeah.
do it.
outside, I think that'd be fun.
Outside. Oh yeah, an outside venue for sure. I can't
Yeah.
do a closed
yeah.
venue.
That's what ACL's in Zilker Park.
Mm.
ACL's a badass one.
Yeah, that one's fun. That sucks that it got canceled.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
obviously, but yeah, it's a shame. I used to go every year.
really.
It's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of cool artists there.
A lot of people.
So you're born and raised in Austin, right?
Born and raised, I'm a
There you
local.
go. So you're 25 now.
25.
25.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how much has it changed just since you become an adult? And so just since you graduated high school, how much has it changed?
So much, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't really go out much as like a kid, and so I didn't see a lot of it what it used to be whenever I was younger. But just from even the time that I've been like out of high school, working downtown and everything, like the demographic has changed. Like all the new buildings and new people coming in are like the city's grown so much,
hmm
and I don't know how much it's grown in size, but the population super spiked. There's so much new buildings, and all like the kind of like original like local Austin, like keep Austin weird stuff just keeps getting pushed further out and further back. Some of it's still kept. Like I would say for the most part, the people in the city are still pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
everyone who comes to Austin knows that it's like a very friendly, cool city,
Yeah,
but it's not how it used to be.
and that's what I've seen too. Is like even the people that do move here that aren't from here, they do kind of in a sense adopt the Austin culture.
Yeah.
You know, no one's coming here trying to change it. Like you're moving here because it's Austin. You know. So I think a lot of the culture has been preserved, even though it's so many non-locals.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of the vibe of Austin is like be friendly, like be neighborly for the most part. I mean, in any city you're gonna find some assholes in,
Yeah.
and some people are gonna be rude or cut you off in traffic or whatever. But for the most part, people are cool here. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of weird growing up in Austin and like taking this for granted. Like just thinking like not having traveled a whole bunch, being like, oh, like Austin is just a normal city and this is how everywhere else is too. And then I start traveling around, I go to other cities and I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Like I'd be like, where is like y'all's trails to jog on outside, or like where are all the dogs, and like what is happening?
We
Like
don't, we don't got dogs.
where are all the
here.
patio restaurants? Yeah, no dogs
No
allowed.
dogs.
yeah.
Like just here? No, this whole county's dog free. We're a dog free county.
Yeah.
They're all weird about dogs.
The dry county, but for dogs.
Yeah.
We don't let them kind in here.
It's like the traveling
Sounds
couple that's
horrible.
going through
Yeah.
America stops by to get gas. They let their little dog out.
It's North Korea now, man. They're
Yeah,
snatching up all the
right.
dogs.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
They're stealing pets.
Kim Jong-un said that people aren't allowed to own dogs as pets in North Korea anymore. And so they're taking away everyone's pet dogs. And there's also a famine going on in North Korea. I don't know if that's just coincidental, but I believe that they're taking the dogs to use for meat. Pretty sure that's what's happened. But he definitely,
That's
he
the last
definitely
straw in
said
that country.
people
I was
can't
cool.
have
I
pet
wa-
dogs.
I was cool with genocide, but
People are
taking the
pissed.
dogs.
Taking the dog.
Oh hell no!
It's
That's
so funny
war.
how people are like that, man. I see all these KV notifications pop up, and I saw one the other day, and it was like 2 people and a dog died, and I was like, oh man, that's a shame. And I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up to think. Like it's extra sad because a dog died too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't like seeing dogs dying, man.
I blame it on old Yeller, man. It taught us all to love dogs
It
more than
did.
people.
It did, bro. We don't deserve dogs in the first place.
No.
No, absolutely
I
not.
met a lot of shitty people. Not so many shitty dogs though.
No, dogs, yeah, for the most part, are pretty cool. I feel like if a dog's shitty, it's just because people have been shitty to it.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
I'm hit or miss with dogs.
I love dogs.
Some will love
dude.
me, and
I
then some will
love
just like
dogs, dog.
bark at me. I'm like, sorry, I'm
Well, it's because you're a
big.
stranger, and probably,
Yeah.
yeah, they're trained to. And then there's some dogs that like have a thing against like dudes. Maybe they're abused by a dude growing up or
Yeah,
something. Because
yeah.
I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, this dog doesn't like guys.
Every time
And I'll try extra hard to get it to like me. I'm like, I want to be like the animal whisperer and get this dog to like me. And it
Mhm.
doesn't. It almost
you
never
gotta-
works.
get up in the dog's face and it just rips her fucking face
Yeah,
off.
just
dog.
clamps
You gotta-
on.
It's
It's
Ah!
not working. Didn't work.
God, dude.
I was hanging out with this girl one time, and she had like gotten a dog, and this dog was piss scared of me. Like cowering, barking, like so freaked out. I almost felt bad for being in the room, like just for being in the same vicinity as it, because it was so scared.
What happened to that dog?
Became my best friend in the whole world.
Really?
You gave it a little love and
Yeah.
encouragement. It's like, oh my
Just
god,
would,
people are
just
good.
like would
He's not
show
a
up like here and
weirdo.
there, like, you know, like kind of hang out with it, you know, give it some food or whatever, and it would like it got to a point where it wouldn't bark, but it definitely wouldn't let me get close to it, you know.
How to work
I
out with a
just
girl,
give
because
it
I
some-
feel like a lot of times pets are kind of like a representation of their owner.
Yeah.
Well,
Is the chick a decent person? Like,
she's alright.
she was alright. Yeah.
So that means the dog was all right.
She's alright.
Yeah, sometimes when dogs are acting like neurotic or weird,
Yeah.
and like I guess if you're getting to know a chick or a person whose pet it is, it kind of like turns out like, oh, like this dog doesn't get cared for well enough, or like has this happen, or like
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like super fat. It's probably just getting fed too much or something, but they're always like kind of like a reflection of their owner a little bit.
Got to a point where I was like, yo, leave your key under the mat when you go to work, because I'm gonna go hang out with your dog while you like you're not there. Or like I would take the dog like on walks just
Oh, that's
like while
awesome.
she was
That's a
gone.
beautiful story.
Oh, dude, the dog was my best friend, dude. I love that dog.
Have you ever been seeing a chick and she has a dog? Usually it's with male dogs, and they're like, the dog acts like it's their chick, and
Yeah,
you gotta,
like super
you gotta
protective
check
over
the
it.
dog.
I've never
Like,
had that
no,
happen,
bro.
but I've heard stories
You come
like
inside the door, the dog just looks at you. Who's this bitch?
yeah.
Yeah, had this thing with this chick for a little bit, and she had, I think it was an American Bulldog, I believe, but he was huge, and he was probably like 120 pounds, massive, and like he would try to not let me get on the bed, and
That's
like
the one that I've
anytime I
heard where
came
like
around,
they
he
usually
would,
sleep on the bed,
Yeah.
but if you're there,
he would
obviously,
like try to push me out of the way, and so I was like, I'm not gonna get bossed around by this dog, even though that dog probably could have messed me up, but I have to like try to like pick him up by the scruff of his neck, which I'll use like two hands, and, like drag him off the bed. I was like, no, dude, like it's my house now.
He's just dead
It's
waiting it.
it's my house now.
Yeah.
Ain't even your house.
Yeah. He ended up letting me hang out and not trying to boss me around anymore. The girl's like, that's weird. Like I've never seen him do stuff like that. But I was like, well, he sees me coming at you, and I was like, no,
We're
nobody.
coming on you.
No, we put him out of the room. We didn't let him watch. We didn't let him watch. This is inappropriate.
I could never get off with my pets in the room, dog. Can't even take a shit with my pets in the room.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
My dogs always try to come like give me to pet them whenever I sit down and take a shit. I'm like, no, not
Dog,
what are you doing? Not
Yeah.
right now.
Dude, like, my shit's out.
Don't you
dog.
smell really well? Why do you want to be in here right now?
Yeah.
Get out! I'm like, get out of here.
You don't want any part of this.
They're just looking at you. Don't even know what's going on.
Like you are
This hurts
sitting.
me more than it hurts you.
I just can't do it. I can't do this.
I feel weird changing in front of my animals,
Yeah.
even though
Nah.
like they don't care. I know they don't give a shit. They're like whatever.
I could change if
You're like me now, you weirdo, putting clothes on.
What are you doing?
What must they think? That's crazy. I wonder how advanced their language is. Like, do they actually talk to each other? Or can
I
they,
think
do
it's
they-
got
I think
to.
it's pretty simple. I think,
yeah.
and most of it's body language too. But it's like it's more like moods, you know. Like they just know what mood each
Or
other's
maybe
in.
language just doesn't even matter. Like,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
like
They're-
total different way of communication.
Yeah, like they can just tell each other's moods, I think, and then like obviously like facial expressions and how they're
Yeah.
acting. They just know what mood they're in, so they can
Mhm.
base it off that. And then like if one dog's in a real playful mood, the other one's in a sad mood, they're kind of just like, dude, get away from me. Kind of like humans, but I don't think they say get away from me. They just
No, I
will
feel like
turn
animals
away
just
or-
know because they
smell
read the
it,
emotions, whereas
sense it.
Yeah,
humans
exactly.
can say words that don't reflect their emotions, and it just makes everything way more confusing.
I wish I could read a book on body language written by a dog.
Wow.
I feel like it would
Let me
be.
let y'all know what's up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am the master.
Like-
There's probably a lot of insight in that book.
oh yeah.
Wherever it's at.
Where their toes are. I guess where your toes are pointed.
Unconditional
when
love
someone's
and body language,
Learn a
written by
lot.
your dog.
talking to you. Yeah.
My dog?
Bye-bye.
My dog wrote this?
So
It's gotta be
proud.
right. Let's see what it had to say.
I wonder how much correlation there would be between like animal body language and human body language. You know, because like I said, we're such a more advanced species.
I feel like
But-
we overthink stuff too much and like second
That's
guess
what it is,
ourselves.
man.
Like
That's exactly
I feel like animals never like they know what they're doing.
Because they react mostly like on instinct.
They
while,
don't
like,
feel.
we,
I don't think they feel judged by other animals. They don't have to like
Yeah,
bend to social
yeah,
norms.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's the thing,
Exactly. They
too.
just do what they're doing. Like,
yeah.
just doing
They
what
don't
they're
give a
doing.
fuck.
They don't stop and think like, what if?
yeah.
Oh man, what if that other bear thinks like I'm running kind of weird? Like I should probably try to run around.
Change my form.
I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna kill this deer. I'm gonna eat it while it's still alive.
It's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah,
It's gonna be blood all over my face, and my little cubs are gonna eat, and it's gonna be great.
They don't have time to worry about that stuff when they're trying to feed themselves.
Yeah.
They don't gotta worry
I guess
about
that's what
which
it is,
shoes to wear
especially in
that
the
night.
wild. Like,
Yeah.
it's 100% survival. Like,
Yeah. I feel like it's a luxury to be able to overthink stuff. Like we're comfortable enough to where we like
For real.
can
yeah.
second guess stuff and worry about all that.
We get to count our calories and
Yeah.
decide what we eat.
Yeah, instead of counting how many calories we have to survive.
It's just
like,
like, dog,
oh,
where am I gonna
trying to be
what am I
thin.
gonna eat? Like, I don't know. Like, there's been like no wildlife near me. I'm
Yeah.
fucked.
I saw a meme one time and it was a deer or a bear or something. It was some animal.
They're pretty
And
similar.
a person, it was some animal that runs, okay? Just most of
I
them
think
run.
every animal but like tortoises and turtles run, bro.
You ever seen a flamingo run?
I don't think I've ever seen a flamingo run.
All right, then. Add that to
I
the
feel like I
list.
maybe
Right.
have like some like Planet Earth. Like I feel like those opening like sky shots of the flamingos in the water. I think they're running sometimes. Maybe they fly.
I think they just paddle. They just kick.
Well, that's kind of
Anyway, not
part
the
of
point.
Okay, anyway, there was a deer or a bear and it was
so,
running.
So it might have been a lion. Whatever.
Oh
There's a
my.
human running. It's not a realistic meme, but it's like a cartoon drawing. And a human's like jogging. He has like his headphones on and like his shorts and water bottle. He's like just out for a jog. And the animal's looking at him and he's like, "What is that human doing?" He's like, "Nothing's even chasing him."
That's funny.
He's like, "Conserve your energy, dog." Like,
Dog.
he's like, "You don't know where your next meal's gonna be. You gotta conserve the calories." That just had me laughing because it is so like we're just so far advanced. Like I said, you could say like these animals are smart. Obviously, dolphins are insanely smart.
Dolphins
But
are crazy, dude.
we are just light years ahead of the next species. You know?
We're just,
They're still pretty like animalistic though too. They're very smart, but they'll still they rape a lot.
They
And,
do.
Yeah,
But
they do have sex for fun, and also like the males will kill the babies of like other males. Like if they see like baby dolphins that aren't their babies, they'll just go fuck them up and kill them.
You know the dolphins get high.
Really? Oh, from pufferfish.
Puffer
Yeah.
fish,
I did know that.
They get trippy.
They puffer
Which
puffer
is
pass, bro.
crazy.
Puffer,
because
puffer, pass.
The toxins they get high from, it takes like one drop to kill a human.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're so like immune to it. They'll just like
Yeah.
sit there poking at it. They're like, yeah.
And they pass
give me
it
more.
around.
Give me more. Give me more. They feel like-
Jaguars get high too.
Is it-
Jaguars eat
what?
ayahuasca. Yeah.
oh,
No
really?
way.
Yes.
Like
And they'll
just the
trip.
plants.
no wonder
The
like you always
roots.
see like pictures of like jaguars like on trees just chilling.
They'll like lay on their back and just like be like freaking out looking up at the sky.
Whoa.
Which I don't know how the hell they figured that out to eat the roots of, I think it's the ayahuasca plant.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll eat them and just
That's
like
when you
trip
turn it
out.
into tea, right?
you can make it into- that's how you make,
ayahuasca tea's popular.
It's like
Yeah.
DMT. Yeah. That's
Is it
crazy.
trippy? Is it like hallucinogenic?
Oh
Like-
yeah, for sure. It's
Really?
like a spiritual hallucinogenic experience. Yes, it's
You never seen the show? What is it? Kentucky ayahuasca. I think it was
No,
called
you haven't been to Kentucky.
Ayahuasca.
I've heard of them. I had a friend who texted me. She's like, said, "Hey, you should check out this documentary on ayahuasca retreats." She's like, "I want to do one." I was like, "Don't I gotta go to South America?" She's like, "Let's go to Arkansas."
let's go to Arkansas.
Seriously.
The South
You-
America of North America.
North America.
Nah, I'd be down. It's
I heard that it just makes you like throw up and shit a whole bunch though.
oh really?
Yeah, like violently. Like whenever I don't know if it's when you first drink it or
You're telling me I can trip and lose weight? I'm in.
yeah, skinny girls out there who want to trip, this is for you.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, just a big old like spike and,
And it's supposed to,
and
How'd you-
white women doing
how'd you-
ayahuasca.
How'd you know my type, John? Skinny girls that want to trip. That's what I go for.
I think
Oh,
you
man.
should go to Arkansas.
That's all it is.
You just found your
All
calling.
it's
I don't
there.
go for girls in Arkansas usually, but
Well, when you put it like that,
I'll make an
adjustment.
it's supposed to be a much longer trip, but like a very similar style to DMT, where
Feels longer or is actually longer?
it is actually longer. Like
Okay.
I think I want to say it's like 4 or 5 hours, whereas DMT is like 15 or 20 minutes, but it's a similar style of trip.
Okay.
I've never done either, so I wish I could elaborate more on that, but I hear it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Psychedelics.
It's good to know.
The more you know.
Animals get high. I think that's so
Animals
cool.
do
Weird.
that.
So
And some get drunk too.
catnip gets cats high, right? Basically.
Yeah. I don't know like what style of high it is, but yeah, it gets them like a little
What
tweaked
is
out.
catnip?
Just a plant, just like a grass. You can
Okay.
buy like little catnip. The plant just looks like a little grass at like Home Depot.
What's
Yeah.
like the use for catnip though?
I think it's
Just
to get-
catnip.
I
think.
don't know if it has another purpose. Yeah.
Maybe you could like train your cat to do cool shit because you get addicted to the catnip. So it's like you can get your fix, but you gotta do this for me first.
Do a backflip.
and entertain my guests.
Kind of sounds like what they did at SeaWorld, but with like food.
Dude,
That shit is so fucked up, man.
Dude, it's the worst.
dude, I knew something wasn't right about SeaWorld when that killer whale came with its dorsal fin all flopped out, man.
Oh, yeah,
that didn't
dude.
look right.
I don't know what the bending thing is. I don't know what that phenomenon
it
is
is either, but it doesn't
from,
look
but
normal.
they just any animal that's in captivity long enough,
I can't
their
remember.
Maybe it
dorsal
gets
fin
weak.
gets-
Does it have like a muscle? And maybe if it's not swimming
I was
enough.
saying maybe they don't use it enough.
Yeah,
maybe because it's
maybe.
just in a tank.
It's like they're just
Dude, they-
depressed. It's their emotional boner. Like
That's
they're
what
just like,
I always thought
I'm
that
not
too when I was a
having a
kid.
good
I was like, maybe they're
time.
just like sad. Like I'm a sad dorsal.
it looks sad though.
It is sad, man.
Dude, it's horrible. It's so bad.
They just give up. They're like, I'm not even gonna hold my dorsal fin up anymore.
Yeah.
No
Throwing in the
point.
towel.
No point.
I made a really funny joke one time, and I can't remember what I said, but I remember my mom was like, yo, I got you guys tickets to SeaWorld. I was like visiting home or something. She's like, I got you tickets to SeaWorld. And I said something basically in the form of, I'm not going unless I can do this. I don't remember what it was. So that's not a good story. But basically I was like, fuck no, Mom. You ever watch Blackfish? She's like, what's that? And I was like,
Fuck SeaWorld.
Dude,
All my
yeah, it's
homies and I
horrible.
hate SeaWorld.
no, will not give them my money.
Can't do that
No,
to
I guess,
an animal
I guess
that
you
needs to
already
be
gave
free.
him your money, Mom, so now I have to go. I guess
Season
I'll ride.
pass is horrible.
I guess I'll ride the Atlantis.
I'm just gonna be a douche to everyone that works there.
Yeah. Which sucked too, because like I like just being ignorant and a kid. SeaWorld was awesome. Like I loved going to SeaWorld.
SeaWorld
It was so
fun.
Yeah, it
cool.
definitely works.
And then,
It's
like-
a moneymaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Spent a lot of summers at SeaWorld growing up in San Diego.
What did you say about SeaWorld? It's a moneymaker?
It's a moneymaker. SeaWorld.
Disneyland theory, go.
Oh my goodness.
Leo's got this.
You ever been to Disneyland?
No, I never actually have.
You never been to Disneyland?
So
Mm-mm.
it's an amusement park and it's a big fucking cash crop right now. It has been since the 60s, dog. People love Disneyland.
Yeah, they're targeting
Families
the
love
kids.
Disneyland. Couples love Disneyland. Asians love Disneyland. Everyone goes to freaking Disneyland, man. And this one, and it took me, I think, when I went 13 times in 1 year to figure it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the season pass, huh?
I had
dog?
a season pass, man. This shit cost like $300, and the girl I was dating at the time loved Disneyland and always wanted to go. And I'm just like, oh, I got, all my friends are in college. Like, I got nothing. I literally have nothing better to do.
Might as well.
And every time we go, it's fun outside
It's
of the
fun.
park
Rides-
too.
You like roller coasters, right, John?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, roller coasters are fun. They get churros or
churro.
oh, God.
But dude, it's just like it was like one day, like something in me just like opened up, and I saw everything for what it was, and it's just like there's all this synthetic happiness, like nothing's real. Like they probably my theory is that they put stuff in the food and in the air that makes people's what is it like dopamine,
dopamine,
and
yeah.
endorphins like go up and raise it up in like all their chemicals in their brains, which makes them essentially happier, but also makes them super horny, which makes them invest into the hotels nearby to stay the night, to go an extra day to Disneyland, because you never go for 1 day. You don't ever get the one park day hopper. You always get the 2 day or the 3 day, because it's a much better deal. So not only are you spending more money and more days at Disneyland, you're spending more money on nights there around the hotels there. And not only that, you have a hotel and your endorphins and you're fucking happy and horny, dog. So you're reproducing, eventually creating families that will eventually return to Disneyland, creating the ultimate reoccurring customer. So that's my theory, is that Disneyland makes people horny, which makes them have sex, which makes them reproduce, which makes them bring more quantities of themselves to Disneyland.
Oh, that's crazy. Or just like make really good memories there. Like, oh man, like we came to Disneyland, like
It's
Mhm.
hooked up, it was
deeper
great
than
sex,
that.
you're super
It's
happy.
deeper than that, man. Almost
Disneyland
got trapped.
babies.
I almost got trapped. I got
Broke
away,
that-
and now
broke
I'm
the
here.
mold.
Now I'm here to tell this
Tell
story.
the truth.
Yeah. This one man
So
broke
Disneyland
free from the
exposed.
Disneyland
So
trap.
if I am not here next week, y'all know why.
You're at Disneyland.
He came to get him. Mickey Mouse came. You know too much.
Mickey.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You just open your door and it's just a dude in a suit but with a Mickey Mouse head on.
just fucking
come with us.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Just Mickey's goons on me. You're talking to expose us, sir.
Come with us, sir.
You're going to expose the truth, punk ass bitch. Mickey, is that you? Boom, punches me in the gut.
You just wake up tied in a chair.
I'm like, what?
You're like, where am I at? You're underneath Splash Mountain, bitch.
Why does it smell like churros and horny young adults?
Yeah. This dude's just beating you up. You're like, why am I so horny?
Fuck, why am I so horny?
Fuck.
Why does it smell like churros? Fuck all this. But yeah, dog, I think Disney's up to bigger stuff, man, but that's just my opinion and nothing more.
I don't know, man. It's wild. It definitely targets the kids. And then, like, the kids want to go and nag their parents about it, and the parents are like, all right, we'll take these kids. And the parents end up having a good time.
That's the thing. It's so sick for adults. There's one in California.
There's also young adults that go there, like, all the fucking time.
Dude,
you see it all the time. Like, couples that go in there, dude. That's like, you see Disney couples all the time.
The one in California just opened up Star Wars Land.
Oh,
and they're
cool.
I don't know if it's open
doesn't.
yet or they're still working on opening it, but it's a whole Marvel universe as a section of the park.
Yeah, that's gonna
I would
be
definitely
sick.
go to that.
Dude,
and I'm gonna check it out, dude.
You're gonna catch me at Disneyland.
Leo, we're
next
falling
year.
back into the Disneyland trap. This is how they
See,
get us.
this is how they get us.
I can only stand there
Let's
for a
think
couple
about-
hours, though, man.
At least we're self-aware, though.
Yeah, at
when
least we
go.
understand.
Like, we're not going in there blind.
No,
You know,
yeah,
like
we-
all the
wanna-
other sheep.
we
Going in to do a little recon.
Yeah.
Just trying to, that's it.
We're just-
We just wanna
Scoping
get
it
Guys,
out.
we're on a mission.
Yeah.
Cut to 5 minutes
Let's
later.
ride a few
we
rides.
Have all the gear on.
Three
The giant lollipop.
Damn it.
John's got like
Fuck,
three of those
guys.
Disneyland balloons.
Yeah.
It's like the
All
other
right,
guys where
all
they
right.
keep getting bribed. Like, wait, is this
Yes,
a bribe?
yes. It's like, all right, today was for fun. Tomorrow we'll come back and do recon.
We spent 4
Damn
days
it.
there, guys.
They got us again.
Shit.
We leave. All right, we should just get out of here. Hey, you guys have spent a lot of money here. Would you guys like a 1 free day pass?
Fuck! How do you say no to a 1-day free pass? It's like a fucking casino, bro.
Oh, casinos are crazy, dude.
They're nuts. They're.
I'm not good at gambling, dude, so I don't spend much time at the casino. I like sports betting, though.
Sports betting is fun.
That's
I love casinos. Did you go to Verona a lot?
Nah, I went every so often.
Okay, we grew up like 10 minutes from an Indian reservation casino.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
so we went, I mean, we were going like often, but like when we were 17 too, because we knew they'd only check your IDs if you like cash in over $1,000. And so yeah, you could go, we just bring $20 and leave with $200. And when you're 17 in high school with $200,
You got cash.
the world is
Loaded,
yours.
dude.
You got cash.
you're loaded. We were with
Yeah.
our friends one time and he was at the blackjack table up like $900. And I'm like, dude, like, you gotta start pulling out soon, you know? He just hands me like $200 in chips, hands my other boy 200. He's like, sit down, start playing. And we're like, okay. We start playing.
Don't gotta tempt me with a good time.
He gets back up to like 8 something. I'm up at like 3. Other boys at like 5, and I was like, dude, we're gonna get in trouble. Because that was always me. Like, I was always that concerned friend. Like,
Back your
we
head the whole
probably
time.
shouldn't
yeah.
be doing this, guys. Like, let's not do it.
Sound like
And
you had a
they'd
conscience.
always
That's good.
Yeah, right. They'd always look at me like, just hey, don't fuck this up. I'm like, I'm
Chill,
won't on
bro.
purpose, but like, I think we're all gonna fuck it up. Like,
It's a group effort. Don't put this on me.
yeah, but I think we walked out of there like total. We had like almost $2,000,
Damn.
Nice.
and I didn't tell my parents how much I made because I'd always my dad hated when I went. He's like, save your money, and he's like, how much you lose? I'd be like, oh, like $20. He's like, it's another $20 you could have had. Came home with like 600. He's like, how'd you do? I was like, made like $50. He's like, don't get used to it. I'm like,
I'm like,
I won't.
Okay. As you're counting your cash
I don't see
before
how I
bed.
can.
Okay.
I don't see how I can get addicted to this.
That's the thing, man.
But having that much money as like 17-year-old like seniors in high school,
You go fuck around buying a new
we were
Xbox
rich,
right now.
bro. Buying all the underclassmen lunch.
Yeah.
What's up, baby girl? You want some fries?
Yeah.
Oh, and nuggets? I got you.
Your boy made bank last night. Them boys at B-Town didn't
Hey,
know.
we hit hard at
Them
B-Town.
boys at B-Town didn't know it was coming through the door.
I feel like I could definitely get addicted to gambling. I
Yeah,
have, like an
if there was one
addictive
close.
personality. So yeah,
Mm.
if I started getting into that, and
yeah.
so a lot of people do get like really addicted to it, but then lose a shit ton of money and kill themselves. They just like get really depressed.
Yeah.
It's a huge.
Dude, that road that road on Barone is a dangerous road too. Dude.
Oh,
Think about
yeah.
like all the people that like leave like drunk or like lost a shit ton of
Well,
money.
they don't sell alcohol at Verona.
They do at a little spot, but you're right. Like they don't give
At the
it to
restaurant, they do.
Yeah,
You
they
can
go
get
at the
like wine and
restaurant.
stuff,
You're
but yeah,
right,
they don't
you're
have a
right.
bar. It's not like a normal casino because
Which-
it's a one lane,
Okay, which makes
a
it
one
even,
lane each way, windy country road that it's on.
a lot of
So they
accidents. A lot of accidents happen
Yeah,
on it.
a lot of accidents happen anyway, so they couldn't get a liquor permit, which is probably good.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, But I didn't even know the casino because that was the only one I had ever gone to. I didn't know casinos like you drink for free for gambling, like in
Yeah.
Vegas and Lake Charles and in Oklahoma. And like I'm already bad with my money when I'm at a casino. You put some drinks in. Are you free drinks?
That's
Are
how
you
we
Lucy
get
kidding
and
me?
Ambition. Oh
Dude.
yeah, it's
You're,
go
you're
time.
the
That's-
target trade. They got a pictures of you in their back
Oh,
office,
dude,
man.
they know their audience, bro.
Oh, we about to get paid.
Oh man,
Just gotta learn to count cards.
I have some boys who know.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've gotten kicked out of plenty of casinos.
yeah, just win just enough.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Enough
thing.
to
They
not
can
get in
tell.
trouble. They know.
Because you bet, $5, $5. You had a $5 table, $5, $5, $5, $100 and hit. They're like, okay, like this guy knew when to bet big. You know what I mean?
I guess you gotta
So
lose
that's how they-
sometimes
that's
on
how-
purpose.
Which is the thing, which almost defeats the purpose of it. Because it's
Well,
like, how
you
much
just gotta
shit-
like balance it out so you're losing like less and winning enough.
Yeah, it's really easy. I guess the formula.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. They were.
I feel like more people would be doing it
they
if it was really easy.
They were dealers too. Like they worked at casinos.
Oh,
as
okay. So
dealers.
they kind of knew both ends of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they could. I guess they would.
I guess
they,
yeah, that'd
they
be
would,
really
They
obvious
would
if you
count
worked at the
cards for 8
casino.
hours at work
Yeah.
every day,
Mhm.
and then.
Yeah.
But they explained it, and I could.
Kind of
I couldn't.
understand
You got to get good at doing it. You have to practice, obviously.
Yeah.
But I understood
the concept of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
like they were telling it to me. I was
Interesting.
like, oh, that makes sense. Basically, however, it's like high and low
So-
numbers or whichever, like +1 or -1.
Right.
And then whenever you get to a certain amount, you know that the only big numbers are going to come out. So you bet higher because you're more likely to get tens. And
I see.
yeah, so I don't know. It makes sense.
Still sounds complicated as fuck.
You have to. It's quick math, basically. You have
Yeah,
to
you
be able
gotta
to
be good
do
at
quick
math.
math in your head, and you have to remember a couple different numbers in your head. So that's why it's hard.
I'm okay at numbers. I could probably do that. Let's go see if we can
I'm down.
win some cash at a casino.
Like Charles
Down.
or Windstar. I heard Windstar. Dude, actually, my sister's moving to Oklahoma City in September. I
Oh, yeah?
definitely want to make a trip up there and have her meet us at Windstar, hang out, and
That'd be cool.
you ever been to Windstar?
No, I've never been to a casino.
Oh, you've never been to a casino?
Never.
Oh shit!
Let's go see
Yeah.
it. Dude,
Let's
you
go.
got beginner's luck all over your bag,
Oh,
dog.
yeah, man.
We gotta go. We gotta go
Count
get it
cards
right
and a
now.
beginner's luck?
Dude,
Oh, it's over.
we'd show up and be like, "All right, John, this is how you do it." We'd lose all our
We-
money.
we all
and
put
John,
in.
and John would just cash out, dude. I know it.
We all put it like shit ton like, dog, take this and just when we say stand.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
No, they're fun. Yeah. Blackjack's cool. It's
Waiting for a 10, we get a 2. It's game over.
Fuck. Double down because dealer's got a 6, but I only have a 9. But he's still gonna bust. Pulls 21.
Fuck! How you gonna pull a 5? How you gonna tell me you can pull a 5? Ruined it, man. You ruined it. We're all broke. We're all like at the dollar menu at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
We thought we were gonna eat lobster.
Casino food's cheap though, and it's good.
Yeah,
but
dude,
that's-
dude.
That's like one of the things because, like, cheap food at casinos. That's
Because they're gonna
like
take
the
all your
known
money
thing, too.
regardless.
Yeah.
All you
You
gotta
can
do,
get, like,
all you
free
gotta,
hotels
all you gotta
and-
do is just eat and then be happy, and they'll
That's the
come,
thing,
they'll
I
come
think-
take out some more money.
And maybe it's just the perception and what they do to make you think that you're still getting your money's worth, which you're probably not. You're still probably losing a lot. But you can like get comped like a lot of like free shit at hotels.
Dude, my
like
aunt-
free meals or like free hotel rooms if you like gamble for
Dude,
long enough,
Yeah.
My aunt lives at the casino, dude. And like,
Really?
it always seems like she has like a free night.
Yeah, free hotel
I'm
rooms are
just
like
like,
their thing.
dude.
Like they can just like
They definitely make casinos to be obviously gambling itself is addictive, but like all the like slot machines, like when you go in there, like the
Pretty
colors and the
noises,
lights,
for the
and
excitement,
yeah,
the
like
fun
trivia,
noises.
yeah,
there's no clocks on the walls.
No,
All the doors are tinted. That's how they keep people in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time suck. You're just in a whole other universe when you go in there.
Yeah. It's wild.
literally, you
Can't have your
are,
phone
man.
out all the time. Like
It's weird.
they do everything they can to make you not look at the clock.
Just
And
stay,
you lose perception of time
just
because
stay here
it
with
looks
us
the
forever.
same inside 24/7.
Aren't they in a casino in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when they're on like a whole bunch of
That's the main part of the movie, like them getting to Vegas on a bunch of
Everything.
crazy, literally everything.
Yeah.
They're literally on everything.
I've never seen that movie.
It's a
You've
fun
never seen Fear and Loathing in
movie.
Las Vegas? It's a good
It's a
movie.
fun movie.
Yeah. It's a super trippy movie.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. But yeah, they have this little box of drugs and they're just doing like, they have like every drug. They're drinking a bunch of ether and
What's ether?
it's like super, super concentrated alcohol.
Okay.
I think. I'm not exactly sure. I'm probably way off there, but
Okay.
it's like a little tincture
Yeah.
and it gets you just like super fucked up and you're tripping.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You ever heard of a? Damn it, not vermouth. What's the green shit? The green fairy.
Absinthe.
Absinthe. Yes. Have you heard of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rhiannon's older brother likes absinthe.
Really?
Yeah, he drinks. I've drank absinthe a few times.
There you go. I want to try
Like
like
shit.
the original. I want to go to like Amsterdam and try the
OG.
crazy. Yeah, the crazy stuff. They said it's like hallucinogenic, but if anything, it just fucks you up.
Yeah.
See,
But
man, that
it's
sounds wild.
Yeah, there's like absinthe bars in Amsterdam.
It's wild.
There's a lot in Amsterdam actually.
Amsterdam,
A
yeah.
lot of weird shit. I want to go to
Plays
Amsterdam.
by its own rules. I heard that Amsterdam gets like very they're not overcrowded, but just like the locals, they get really pissed off because there's certain areas that just become like party districts where people come, so many tourists come in,
Yeah.
and just like trash the place, like they're very like disrespectful.
Yeah.
And,
I can see that.
Yeah, and so there was some.
Don't make all the cool rules if you don't want people coming.
Don't make a cool place, man. Like, stop being so lit.
Yeah. But yeah, Amsterdam's definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah. To be honest, that's funny that you mentioned that because I'm thinking about like hitting up Amsterdam in like 2022 or 2023.
There.
Something to consider.
Hopefully.
I'm already there.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
that's exactly. Hopefully, if everything, you know.
But then I gotta get a passport. and-
Dude, getting a passport's fun, man.
They're
What does that
super
mean?
backed up right now.
Which
Trying to
means
get
like it's gonna
passports.
take you a long time to get a passport,
Really?
especially right now.
Yeah, it was. I know for maybe it's lessened now. When I was trying to get one a while back, and they're like, yeah, if you have like a dying relative in another country, then if it's like a absolute family emergency, then you can apply for one. But if not, you can't even. It's supposed to take like 6 months to a year to get to you. I was like, oh, so plan the trip
Jesus.
way far out. Okay,
Mm,
All right, I guess I'm not going to Thailand in December.
I mean,
apply now.
Apply now.
Apply now. Yeah.
Can't do it online.
I gotta.
I don't know. I know that there's a lot of passport agencies around. There's like one of the, I guess like the passport headquarters spots is in Houston,
Yeah.
and so
That was the
they-
one where you could go and like
Just
pay
go-
extra for like next day, right?
You can pay extra for next day at most places. It's just going to be more expensive if you do it at somewhere that's not like an official passport
Okay.
agency, but it's not actually that expensive to get it.
Really?
There's like several options. You can get it in like a couple months, and like a month, and like 2 weeks, or like do like expedited where it's like next day. But if you get it in 2 weeks, I want to say it was like under $200, so it's
Okay.
not crazy.
Yeah.
But then I tried to do it, and they're like, "Oh, so is your family dying in another country?" I was like, "Wow, I really don't want to lie about this. That's kind of fucked up." Like honestly,
yes.
no, they're
Yeah.
not.
But yes, they are. Like,
See,
gimme.
Tom Segura's
I mean-
thing where he's like, if I lie about having cancer
Hop on
to get
Ancestry.com.
weed, I'm getting cancer next week.
Right, yeah. Can't. It's one of those ones where you're like, "Oh man, like I want to just say yes, but I mean maybe. But I'm sure I have a relative somewhere that I don't know about that's probably not doing
Yeah.
I
it."
got family everywhere. According to Genghis Khan, we're all relatives.
Yeah.
yeah.
How
talking-
closely related do we have to be?
Yeah. Everyone is children of the earth.
Everyone's children. We're all brothers and
We're all brothers and
sisters.
sisters, man. So yes, my
I-
family dies every 6 seconds.
And I'm sad as
I'm
fuck. So give me my
miserable.
I
passport.
need to go travel the earth.
yeah.
Just going backpacking to feel their sorrows.
Dude, backpacking's the best.
Never
Leo
been.
Went, Leo went backpacking
I went
through
to Thailand.
Thailand.
Oh,
and-
badass,
Thailand,
dude.
a little bit of Vietnam for about a week.
I hear Thailand's really cool. I hear it's very cheap once you're there, and it's just like the culture and everything's super cool.
ridiculously cheap. People are nice.
I
A
had
lot of
a
fun stuff to do over there.
Muay Thai coach for a little bit who
Mhm.
went and trained in Thailand, and he was telling me about like the camp he went to there, and they would like sleep on boards. They'd wake up and train, and they'd have to like they're just jump rope all the time with these like super thick rubber cords that are really heavy, and then they'd spar for a few hours and eat, and then study like different techniques and then spar some more and then train more and go to bed. And I was like every day for 2 months.
Wow.
And it definitely worked because he would kick my ass every time he sparred. Yeah, it's very humbling.
Jack your shit up.
Yeah, he wasn't even like a tough looking dude. Like if you saw him out on the street, you'd be like, "Oh, this fucking guy!" Like I'm like, no,
The boom,
Nah.
kick to your face,
dude. Yeah,
Violence shall inconvenience
Inconvenience the-
both of us.
Yep.
Inconvenience the both of us.
yeah.
That's
Definitely
wild, though,
don't
man.
underestimate people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we talked about it last time on the podcast, but it's like, it's always the people that like are like looking for a fight that you're kind of like, okay, I can kind of get this guy. But it's the guy that's not, that's like smaller, that you're like, okay, this guy probably has something.
He's got some moves up his sleeve.
Yeah.
You just never know. Yeah, a lot of times the guys that are trying to show out and like look like they have something to prove, probably it's a confidence thing too. It's like they like feel like they have to. They're doubting themselves, so they want to prove themselves to themselves.
Exactly.
But if you
The ones
know
that, if
martial
you know,
art,
you know,
yeah.
like
Yeah, and you spar all the time, you know where you stand in the food chain of fighting.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to prove myself out in public.
yeah,
So if you're like, I don't know, some dudes, for some reason you have an altercation with some dude and he's way too calm, second guess that.
yeah, you're right.
I don't
For
think I
real,
should
dude.
fight this guy.
Just know yourself.
It could go way the wrong. That'd be so embarrassing too. If there's some little,
Talking-
I felt it's very, very
talking up a
humbling,
game.
man. Yeah, sparring with dudes who are smaller than you that can just kick your ass is very humbling.
Yeah.
And
I was like, dude, losing to dudes in wrestling that were like substantially smaller than me, like 60, 70 pound, like 160, 170, who could just like roll my ass up. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like, this is not
done.
fun. Yeah. You're
Hate
not
this
even
party.
ripped.
You're not even ripped. What do you bench, bro? Why are you beating me up?
Yeah, right.
Oh, do not
But
underestimate.
it's just no, bro. Leo, this is the longest podcast we've done.
Really?
Yeah, we said an hour.
It's been
I've
flowing,
Felt
man.
like 15 minutes.
I know.
Yeah, it's been
That's
not
what
at
happens
all.
when you bring good people on, man, and have some
Oh,
fun.
that's what
John,
I'm
you killed
saying.
it today, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Thanks
good
for having me
Absolutely.
on.
Of
This
course,
has been
dude.
Thicc Topix. This has been John Evans.
The
John,
John Evans.
any shout outs you want to give? Any last things you want to say?
Oh man, just thank you to y'all. If y'all don't know, go follow Thicc Topix on Instagram. Follow Leo and Trae. I don't know what y'all's Instagrams are by heart. I'm sorry, I don't know y'all that well, but
Trey Rod
follow me.
54
It's
underscore.
podcast.
Leo
Worth
in
a
real
listen.
life with 3 L's.
And what's your Instagram, John?
Oh, it's _, John Evans.
If you're into cooking, if you like cute dogs, if you like cute relationships, John Evans Instagram is where it's at. And Facebook, I guess.
I'm on Facebook too. It's not quite as exciting as the Instagram, but yeah, give me a follow. _, John Evans. Post my dogs every day. Cook sometimes. I don't know. Got cool stuff on there.
There you go.
Sure, you check him out, guys.
Check out his brother who does tattoos. Hit him up.
Yeah. I'll give him a shout out on my Instagram. If y'all follow me, I'll put his stuff on my story.
There we go.
There we go.
This has been Thicc Topix, guys. Thank you for joining us again. Just remember, love everyone. Wash your hands. Stay thick.
Go Lakers.
Go. Love you guys.
Take care.
Bye, y'all.